Oh, hey.
Oh, I can?
I guess we're going on this one.
Oh. That's weird.
That is weird.
Are you sure about that?
I don't know. Why can't I see us?
I don't know.
It says why.
How do you turn the camera on this thing?
I don't know. Don't hit any buttons.
I saw that. I don't know.
Well,
Can you guys hear us? Or see us for that matter?
guess not.
I'm telling you, it's like this.
What is,
If there's right on camera, no.
no, that's to turn it around. What is happening?
Go to stream settings.
Where do you see
Right
that?
there.
It says we're okay.
Well, something ain't right.
Clearly.
So maybe go into settings. Right here.
Hold on. They can hear us, but they can't see us.
Now the question is on which laptop, because there's two of them. Oh, that's too funny.
Billy says it's so dark. I can't spell either.
Well, this one says recording on here.
I don't know why.
With the clock running.
Hi there. I don't know why it's dark. We're trying to figure that out because I don't know.
It's got to be on this one because you see the clock running right here. 2 minutes and 42 seconds.
Hold on. What does this button do?
Oh boy.
Button.
That doesn't do anything.
I'm new. I don't know
Why
what to
isn't the
do.
camera working? There was no way to
Try it on that
test
one.
it out.
Try it on
Is
that
the
one.
camera off?
I told you it does a button.
Okay, but I hit the button.
Maybe it's like a Zoom call or something?
You know what? Hang on.
Oh, whoops.
Get me out of here.
I was just, yeah.
We're going to go over here.
Camera.
Where?
Technical
I saw it,
difficulties
right?
be like.
Oh, that's capture. Audio capture.
Scene?
Display capture. I don't know.
I
I
don't
knew this
know
was a bad idea.
what is happening. Why can't YouTube just make it easy? No, let's make it difficult.
Well, it might be something with the computers.
It's oh so quiet. Can you hear me now? I hate this.
Well, it says it's running. I tried settings. Go to controls maybe?
I don't know. Looking good. I can't see anybody or I can't. What did I ask my brother?
He said no. He said.
Don't remember?
He said no. You said can you hear
Trying to
us
get
or
our-
whatever.
We're trying to get our camera on, so it's just
Yeah,
give us a
like-
second. We've never done live before, so this could get weird.
Hi, Uncle Billy. You better
I
say
don't
hi.
understand.
That is
Oh
weird.
my gosh.
Try to end
This
it and
is
then
the
restart it.
stupidest thing ever.
Yep. Paige, you know how to fix this?
Hold on.
You gotta have a 12-year-old fix it for us.
Right.
Well, you're short.
That's audio, image,
Here.
video capture.
Maybe.
Well, we're gonna
Yeah,
see.
what-
Sure,
yeah.
let's try that one.
I'll see.
Oh, hey!
Hi.
Yeah, but now we can see it on here, but we can't see it on YouTube.
Yes, it's plugged in, Boots and Bounty. No judgment, lives scare me.
Yeah, well,
It scares me.
we never did a live before.
Can you guys see us now?
I don't think so.
I'm just happy eating noodles.
You did it. It was black.
All right, well, we'll make up your mind.
That doesn't help us.
Billy, can you hear us
And see us.
and see us? Yes. We're all good.
Okay, cool.
All right.
I guess that's how it goes.
So just saw my face in the
Okay.
camera. That's wonderful.
Let's get this over.
That was the stupidest thing ever.
There we go.
All right, we have liftoff. Okay.
That's better.
All right. So, I hope everyone's doing well. I apologize for the
Delay.
technical difficulties. I'm not techie savvy.
No, me neither. So.
Welcome to Blue Collar Homestead's first live ever.
Sorry.
Didn't go off the way I wanted it to, but whatever.
Yeah, we got two computers going right now. One that we're reading the comments on, and this one's got the picture.
Yeah, so I'm going to be back and forth. But anyways, we are Tim, Trinity, and
Me.
Paige.
Hi, Hannah.
And we're Blue Collar Homestead. So I'll let you take over so I can read these comments and make sure someone's behaving.
I will ask the questions, huh, Bill? Mm-hmm. Anyways, why we Homestead? Well, it's pretty simple. Turn on the news.
Yeah.
I don't really like the stuff I see. I haven't liked it for years, so I figured, I want to say it was, we've been doing this about 3 years?
Yes. Before the pandemic started.
Yeah, it was way before
this
that.
Isn't like pandemic fear.
We moved down here from right outside, like, Chicago, about 45 minutes out of Chicago. But we moved down here to make things a little easier, and so far it has been. So we have stuff down here that we do that we can never do back where we live because where we live they wouldn't allow it. So now we have, 18 egg layers, chickens, 3 ducks, 5 Nigerian dwarf goats, a barn cat for rodent control, and our dog. And we got 2 huge gardens. So over the past couple of years, we've done a lot of gardening. We grow our own meat chickens.
And we didn't know gardening or livestock or anything prior to coming down here. We just picked it up and started this. Actually, where it all started was the food recalls.
Oh, yeah.
Chicken recalls and lettuce recalls. And
you get tired of E. coli
yeah.
and all this weird bacteria and some stuff from outer space they haven't even made up yet. But
I was tired of all the recalls. Not that it ever affected us. We never had anything that was recalled, but we were just kind of like, can we just do our own stuff?
The funny thing is, I've never gotten sick from eating any of our stuff over the past 3 years. Our chickens, our vegetables, nothing.
No.
I think the reason a lot of the recalls happen is because the way those animals are, they probably got 3 million chickens shoved in a building, standing in poop all day, eating it and everything else, and just then when they go to process them, they're all covered with God knows what.
That's parasites.
That's probably where the recalls start, from stuff like that. Our chickens are outside all the time.
Chickens, they eat like anything. Like they could be eating. Well, I'm not going to get too disgusting, but they could be eating like gross stuff. Off the ground.
Well, you know what? We've seen our chickens running around with all kinds of weird things. There's lots of frogs around here. They're constantly running around with frogs. We did see one chicken running around with a mouse in its mouth. Somehow the chicken caught a mouse. It was kind of hysterical because I've never seen a chicken eat a mouse or even go after one for that matter. But they caught it. They were running around with it.
Yes.
So what's going on?
Arizona Highland Homestead said, eat the best food, grow your own. And that is so right.
Oh, I agree.
It's healthier. It's not, like we don't really spray any pesticides or anything, so we know what we're eating. We know what we're putting on that food. We know what we're feeding that food,
Yeah, the stuff you get from the store, who knows where it's from for starters. Now, I'm all for having labels on every piece of meat and wanting to know where it came from, because I don't want to eat Chinese chicken or, I don't want to eat beef from Africa or any weird place like that. But I'd rather have it grown right in my own backyard. Now, we don't have room for a beef cow. Yet.
But we're looking.
We're looking, but we're waiting for the real estate market to crash. So who knows when that'll be? But we've been buying beef locally now for, I don't know, probably
since the beginning of the year. We
started buying beef local from local farmers.
And it's so different than the meat or the beef that you buy in the store. It tastes
way better. This steak, it's just. You don't have to put seasoning on it. You don't have to put steak sauce on it.
But even, the research that I've done, like with store-bought beef is, apparently they can, freeze and thaw and then freeze and thaw. So you don't really know how many times that was frozen and thawed out before it got to your counter. That kind of grossed me out a little bit. So I'd rather get it straight from the processor, and then I know how many times it's been frozen and thawed, and after that, I eat it, so I'm not putting it back in the freezer.
Well, the last time we picked up from the processor, I don't think it was frozen. It was
No, that wasn't
Yeah.
frozen. The one before that.
Yeah, the one before that,
Yeah,
was,
that
frozen.
was frozen.
This guy actually has his own processing, I guess, facility, and we contacted him, drove up there, and pulled the truck back there with a giant cooler and filled it up, and none of it was frozen. It was all fresh. It was all labeled, vacuum sealed, all that good stuff. So yeah, it's a little pricey, but it's really not that bad when you add up how many pounds of meat you got and the price you paid. I think for us it ended up being $6 a pound.
Which is about average right now.
Yeah, but I mean that's all
Maybe
different
a little
cuts.
under.
There's ribeyes in there. There's New York strip in there. There's steaks in there.
I think we got some ribs too.
Yeah, we got some ribs. We got different pot roast. All different kinds of stuff.
Well, we just had that.
New York strip. Yeah, and they were really good.
Really good. Not as thick as I'd like, but they were still excellent.
The only problem with doing this is we're kind of spoiled. We can never go back.
No, I can't.
Can't go back. The food is just way better. I mean, everything that comes out of the garden is better. Every animal you grow for food tastes better. I mean, the chickens, the texture is better, the flavor is better, and just I don't know. Over the last 20 years, they did something to the chicken at the store that just don't taste right.
Yeah, it has to me it's like a gelatin.
Yeah, the texture's messed up.
Weird.
I don't like it.
I can't do store-bought chicken.
No.
I only buy it for my dog now because I have to make his food.
Yeah, he's a high maintenance hound.
He's a high maintenance hound.
All right, animals. Oh, she is.
Hi, Paige.
The animals we picked. I mean, obviously chickens. Everybody wants eggs, so we get a ton of eggs, and we freeze dry some. We give some to neighbors and friends and family, stuff like that. The goats. We got those for milk. Last year we were milk, cheese, soap, all that good stuff. But last year we weren't able to do anything because Trent had surgery on her neck and her back, so that was during the summer months, or actually right in the spring.
Well, yeah, it was. Well, I had surgery 2 days after our Buckling was born.
Yeah, so she couldn't milk them, and with me having to take care of her and everything else going on, I didn't have time for it. So we're hoping this year in the spring we have 2 does. We're going to breed them both, so hopefully we'll have 2 goats and milk, and hopefully time will free up a little bit so I can get over there and do it. I don't think she'll be able to sit there and do it with her back in there.
Well, we're gonna get the milking.
Oh, we're gonna build a milk stand. I'm getting a machine. I am not.
Yeah, we're gonna get a milking machine so I don't have to sit there for half an hour milking 2 goats. I just can't do it. 2 spinal surgeries is just not in the cards for me. So I'll hook up the machine and get what we can and use what we got.
Yeah, pretty much.
So okay, so we covered the egg layers, the goats.
The ducks we just got. Now we got those.
Those
Paige has been wanting ducks forever as pets, but you know what? If we can get some eggs out of them, so be it. They'll provide, so we'll keep them here. But meat birds.
Well, yeah, but
what?
If stuff really does hit the fan, it's. I mean.
What are you saying? The ducks.
In real world situation, if we have nothing else to eat, we can still go in the backyard and
eat something.
Have to eat something. It's sad, but I don't want to. But it's me or them. It's going to be me.
Yeah. Well, we do our meat birds twice a year, and we usually do 25 at a crack. I think we're going to ramp that up a little bit.
Actually, that was the first time in spring. I still couldn't help butcher the chickens because I was still recovering, but. We did 20. We had 26 meat birds, and we had just run out before we were to butcher the ones in the fall, and we've never had that before, so we kind of amped up our chicken eating, for a while.
Well, yeah, we usually do 25 at a crack, but I think next order we're going to do maybe 30 or 35.
Hunter and Paige, I'm glad you guys are having a whole conversation to yourselves. Look at them. They're sitting. I mean, you guys could talk on the phone and do that.
Oh, that's funny.
Anyways, so we do the meat birds. We had turkeys.
Yeah, we did turkeys once, but you know what? I added a second garden this summer, and that was kind of where we raised the turkeys. So I really don't. I mean, I guess I could make space, but I'm rapidly running out of lawn to cut. So I mean, we're on just a hair under half an acre. And I'm starting to get into push mower territory, but I don't want to do that totally. But the way things are going and how stupid everything is getting, I'm worried that in the future, with the gas prices and everything else, the price of hay to feed them goats is going to go up dramatically. It already did this year. It more than doubled.
Yeah.
You know, so I told the mail lady the other day, she dropped off our seeds for the garden for next year. I said, don't be surprised next summer if you drive by and see my goats out in the front yard grazing, you know. So, but yeah, we're running out of space over here. We got the gardens, the animals, all that stuff. There's a pool back there. I want to build a deck, but the price of lumber still isn't where I like it. So
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes. But so prepping for when things go really sideways, it's never too late to start for that. But,
Start now.
yeah. Well, we've been kind of hanging on to things for a little while. We got our freeze dryer, and we've been doing miscellaneous, single items here and there. But we just did sweet potatoes, bananas, and jalapenos, and 4 different trays. But the next thing we're gonna do, I think we're gonna concentrate on full meals in the freeze dryer. So we're gonna do chili, spaghetti sauce, all that kind of stuff.
The Cow Emporium, they will, to a certain point. They like leafy greens and all that stuff. They can't eat like meat and all that stuff. But I found that all our animals are extremely picky on our homestead. If
Yeah.
I try and give healthy stuff to our chickens, like
Lettuce,
carrots, leftover asparagus, whatever, broccoli, they won't eat it. They don't like healthy stuff. I don't know what's wrong with my chickens. They're a little odd, but the goats, what did I go out there and try to give them the other day, and none of them wanted it.
It was a vegetable.
Oh, it was the pumpkin. Paige carved a
pumpkin,
pumpkin, and I brought the pulp out and everything. It's supposed to be really good, and the
supposed to be
natural wormer and all
natural
that
wormer.
stuff. Not one goat touched it. They didn't want it. Didn't want anything to do with it. I was very disappointed.
Well,
Very disappointed in our livestock.
I think the problem with the goats is they're spoiled. They have access to hay 24/7.
Yeah.
I'll bet you if we cut that back and only gave them X amount a day, then they'd be a little more interested in eating whatever we give them. What happened over there?
Tigers hate cinnamon.
They love pepper though. Oh, that's funny. You know what? You're right. We should get a tiger.
I mean, I would love one. That's my favorite animal, so I'm
Well,
okay with that. It would keep the coyotes away.
I'll keep the coyotes away, but if it got into the field behind us, I don't think the farmer would be too happy when all those cows get mauled.
Yeah, free beef.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways, I wanted to go back because we kind of skimmed over what we are doing now to prepare for if
Things
stuff
go
hits
stupid.
the fan. We're buying everything we can. We're buying flour. We're actually going to go back. We just bought a pasta maker,
Yeah.
a hand crank one, and then it's got the ravioli attachment.
Yeah, apparently there's one of the ingredients to make pasta there's a shortage of. Now,
Yeah, it was Durham wheat, I think it was.
is that what it is?
I think so.
But
That's
you know what?
I read.
That's again, look at the pasta box. How much extra garbage is in there that you don't really need?
Well, exactly. I'd rather make it, why buy it from the store when I can just make it here, For a while we were doing raviolis by hand.
Yeah,
and
it
with
takes a
this
while.
elbow,
Yeah, with this monstrosity.
he had a hard time doing it, so I said, let's just buy the hand crank machine. And so we got some attachments that we would use.
Let me flip this up. I'll cut my head off. There we go. That's better.
Then we could see them. Anyway.
Oh, the ceiling fan?
We're also buying, everything we can. Some sugar, coffee. I mean, anything that you use on a daily basis, or that we've been using on a daily basis, I'm buying. Just because all those cargo ships out in the off the coast of Long Beach.
Long Beach.
I'm sorry. Okay, my Dollar General here, and I hate to call out that store, but they're empty. All their medicine aisle is completely wiped out. There's nothing there.
Yeah, there's no aspirin.
There's no laundry detergent, nothing. And I asked them, I said, what's going on with that? And they said, it's all in those cargo ships.
See, the
and we're in a little town in Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, there's not many people here. But, I don't know, a few months back, I was asking the lady, because there was no toilet paper.
Yeah.
All right, what's the deal? Are we back to this again? And she says, no, there's some in the back. There's a whole bunch of stuff in the back. But we don't have any employees to come and stock the shelves.
Yeah.
And we don't know when the trucks are coming. They just kind of show up whenever they feel like it. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff back there, but we just don't have anybody to put it out there.
Well, even when I was there the other day, they said I think we got our last shipment was like a month ago.
Oh wow! You know what? At this rate, a lot of these stores are going to close up. Why would you stay open and pay people to man the register when you got nothing to sell?
Hi, Frontier Survival. I'm sorry. Hi, everyone. Hi, the Conemporium. Bill Straka. How's your fever?
Who else we got from there?
Let me see. Hunter and Paige talking forever.
Of course.
Arizona Highland Homestead.
Oh, Boots and Bounty?
Boots and Bounty. I don't know if they're still in here. We lost some. Our first live. And they already got off.
Well, they might have. They might have not. There's a lot going on there.
Jump in the conversation, everyone. We'd be happy to hear your comments or
if you have any questions
in your side of the world or country or whatever. I want to hear what's going on.
Yeah, you know what's weird is when you get into this, like all of us are, we see all these other channels from the U.S. and the only channel that seems to chime in and pop up everywhere from another country is Daz.
Daz.
He's from Australia. Now the weird part is, how come we never see anything like homesteaders from Germany or Poland or Israel or what other people in other parts of the world are doing? It seems like Daz is the only one who jumped into the American side of YouTube.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Well, I'd be interested to see how they do it in different countries. Maybe they got a different way that might work. Maybe they got different, different tools.
I don't know. You know who could answer that question honestly would probably be Dad.
Yeah.
He's literally on. I swear, I think he's got like 10 million screens and he could see everybody and what's going on. So he might even have some friends that are in Poland or Germany or whatever.
Yeah, that could be. But like I said, he's usually Hi, Barb. He's the only one that really chimes in on the American side of the YouTube things from other countries that we've run across so far. I mean, we see him on a lot of different lives.
Yeah. And if you don't know who Daz is, he's my Aussie garden and kitchen.
My Aussie kitchen and garden.
He's a really good guy, a great channel and all that stuff.
Yeah, the dude cooks some crazy stuff, man. It's like stuff you never even think of. It looks really good, though.
Yeah, it does. It does. That fried rice looks amazing.
That and the potato pizza. Potato pizza was interesting. You think, what? But watch the video. It's really good. It looks really good. We're going to try that at some point.
Yeah. So, all right. So, also what we're doing to prepare for food, well, not to prepare for if stuff hits the fan, is we are trying to put up as much food as possible. We do have a freeze dryer, and we've been freeze drying everything we can get our hands on. I went to Sam's Club, and I got onions and sweet potatoes and
stuff that we didn't get out of the garden.
Yeah, stuff that our onions didn't work out this year. But I'm literally trying to get everything I can. That way I can put a meal together if I need to. With all these food shortages going on. We're buying, what is that? For the lamp.
Lamp oil.
The lamp oil. We're buying lamp oil.
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of those.
We have a ton. So, things get really bad and we lose energy, which I heard could be in the pipeline someday.
Who knows? You know what? You just can't trust the system right now.
But you can't trust anything you hear. You can't trust the system. You can't trust someone on their YouTube channel saying, "Oh, I heard this." You don't know it's true right now.
You don't know what's true.
We
might be doing all this for nothing, and the media is just blowing smoke up your rear end. You know what I mean? It might be fine, but you don't know. You never know. So it's better to have the stuff and not need it.
Hi, Julie. Hi, Lisa.
Robbie Howell's
Thank you for coming. I'm so happy you're here.
That's pretty funny.
All right. So, did you want to talk about that stuff we were watching earlier?
Which stuff?
The market.
Oh yeah, with the housing market.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Camel out. So
we're waiting for this market to kind of settle down and possibly crash, and we might jump on another deal, but. It's bizarre because you got all these real estate people like Zillow and Redfin and all that saying everything's on the up and up. Of course they're going to say that. They're investors in all this. They want it to go up and up so they make some money. But I watched another video and I happen to believe this is true. This guy came out and said 2/3 of Americans feel it's a bad time to buy a house right now. And price-wise, I agree. We've seen it before and we've seen it crash. Right now, the prices are higher than they've ever been. And the way I feel, the higher you bring it up, the faster and higher you bring it, the harder it's going to crash. So we're just going to sit here patiently and wait. And when it all comes tumbling down, it might be a year from now, it might be a year and a half from now.
Hi, Tom.
Then we'll, put our pennies together and see what's out there. But another telltale sign is as soon as they start raising the interest rate, which from what I'm hearing will be probably about 7 or 8 months from now, they're going to start raising the interest rate. And when that happens, the prices start to trickle down. And they have a plan, I think, to raise it middle of next year and then again 3 times in the following year. So by the time they do that, I mean, if you paid $400,000 for a house and they raise the interest rates, the values come down. You could be upside down by $100,000 or something crazy. So just gotta watch the market and see what happens. But I'm believing that it's gonna kind of take a dump. Sales are already starting to slow down. I mean, a lot of people can't afford these crazy prices, so they stop looking. And when the demand goes away, the price goes down. So just a matter of time to wait. What do you got?
Comment on the plants and all the solar flares.
All the solar flares.
We've been talking about that.
That's why the radio in your car doesn't work anymore.
Well, yeah, they fried the whole car.
No, just the radio. Everything else works good.
Well, that's what I mean. The radio.
Just the antenna doesn't work for some
reason. But your car was having trouble too.
Yeah, it was.
Solar flares.
It was for a little while. Both our cars were having trouble with the radio. That's weird he says that.
You're not ranting, Lisa.
What is that?
She said she would have been upset if she missed it. She hit the reminder.
She was probably busy outside shoveling snow.
Oh, I'm so sorry you have snow, Lisa. But honestly, it's starting to cool off here, and we're really enjoying it. We're having the windows open, and it's free air conditioning. And
I actually got my fireplace ready to go, thinking the other morning I was going to have to fire it up, but not the case yet.
Yeah, the low this morning was 39, wasn't it?
I think that was a little south of here, but it was. I think it was like 42 or something. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but.
No, but the house holds the heat pretty good because we got up there 70 degrees.
Yeah, it was 70 degrees when we woke up, so that I can deal with.
We push off starting that fireplace as far as we can.
Well, the fireplace and the furnace, because electric heat is horrible. I mean, as soon as you turn that on, your electric meter starts spinning so fast it's going to need a grease fitting. I mean, it's.
Well, speaking of heat, did you hear that the?
Oh yeah, natural gas is
gas.
It's supposed to go up 125% at least is what they're predicting this year. So all the people with gas appliances and furnaces, man, hold on to your wallets, man, because it's coming from what they say.
Yeah, we heard it from a friend.
And then it was on the news.
And then he saw it on the news. So there's got to be some truth to it if it's on the media.
Well, you never know. You can't trust them, but I don't doubt that. When they tell you it's going to cost you a ton of money, that I believe. Because, same thing with electric, though. Electric's supposed to go crazy, too. So, I mean, basically any energy source. When we get gas, right now, we're in West Tennessee, and it's $3 a gallon. Now, back home in Chicago, I bet you it's pushing $4, maybe more.
Does anyone feel like this is like the food shortages and the gas price, natural gas going up, gas pumps going up, electric going up? That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say any more than that because I don't do political, but it's a little questionable if you ask me.
Yeah, things are definitely not the way we'd like to see them, but... Oh, what happened now?
I will kick you off.
It must be your brother.
Yes.
Oh, she was doing chores and listening to the Garden State Gardener. Okay.
Oh, I missed him. I was going to send everyone over to Bramble Hill after this, but then she canceled. They're sick, so we really hope you feel better, Aaron and Daniel and family.
Yeah, I hope you guys don't have the China virus, because that wouldn't be good at all.
You're right, Tom. It is. It really is. Instead of all manipulated.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Just like the housing market. There's a lot of investors right now that push that sucker way up to the sky, and then you can't sustain price increases like that for very long without the whole thing tumbling down.
Yeah.
When every house is $1 million and people are only making $40,000 a year, nobody's going to buy them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting crazy out there. We really hope you guys are doing what you can to sustain yourselves in the future, at least to, hold on to your food, have different sources for heat, even cooling, I mean.
Yeah,
I don't know about you, but we can't live without the AC.
It gets so hot here in the summertime, I swear sometimes I want to jump in the car and drive to Florida to cool off because it's hot.
Yeah.
It's 110 with like 99% humidity all day, and it's like that for months.
Hey, wait, Lisa said she has pork. She goes, oh yeah, that's right, I have pork. We have pork too.
We got pork too?
Yeah, Tim's dad.
We got fresh, wild pork.
Yeah, well, it's wild pork, but his dad and his friend went to the other side of Tennessee to go on a hog hunt and brought us back some pork, so thank you.
Yeah, I don't know, they probably gave us, what, 25, 30 pounds?
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna try some ham steaks this week.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting. I went over there about 7 years ago. Me and my brother-in-law went over there and went hunting for wild hog. And it was actually a really good time. I'd like to do it again. It's kind of this is my trigger finger and my hand's a little fat right now, so it might not work that well.
We're gonna try and do what, like a family trip and go.
Yeah,
Paige wants to go.
I think in the spring maybe we'll try to get in the car and go over there.
Or we can go by Yogi Hollow and we can get an antelope like they just got.
That's a long drive, but I'd like to see South Dakota.
I would love to see South Dakota. And I think she's in a really good part of South Dakota. She's in a touristy town, I know that.
Well, I don't think there's a whole lot in South Dakota, so the whole thing's probably good.
You know what? I'm happy with that.
If you look at other states that got 100 million people on them, it's crowded. That's not us.
She said, sweet. All right, guys, come on. Join in the conversation. Are you guys seeing anything crazy in your neck of the woods?
Or if you have any questions or whatever.
Yeah, I asked this question, something. I only got 7 viewers, so hit me up. I think Paige and Hunter ditched us.
Oh, yeah. Well, it doesn't take. Oh, something shiny. They're gone. They're gone. But.
Love you too, Paige.
Oh, boy, she's screaming from the other room. But, yeah, I mean, we're just doing what we're doing here. After this gets healed up, I got a lot more projects coming. We just got some stuff out of the freeze dryer. I got the greenhouse planted today.
Yep.
So
video coming soon.
Yeah, there's a video coming soon for that, and probably a bunch of freeze drying videos coming soon. And Lisa from Yogi Hollow said she just put an order in for the Harvest Right freeze dryer. Now I'll tell you the one thing I don't like about this machine, and everybody who has one is going to have that problem. We have it in a spare bedroom, and it works fine. The only issue is, in the summertime, you got to keep that door shut, because that thing throws off some heat.
Yes, it does.
I mean, when it's 73 in the house, you open that door and go in the bedroom, I kid you not, it's probably 95.
Good source for heat.
Yeah, it throws off a lot of heat, but in the wintertime, we'll just leave the door open and heat the house, fine. But it's the only thing I really don't like about it is it throws off a lot of heat.
It throws off. We had in the hottest part of summer, we had the thing running, and it kept staying high room temperature, and we'd have the fan on high, but it got really hot in there. It
still runs and it'll still work, but it just takes a little bit longer when the room temperature's higher. But that's the one thing I don't like about that machine is it throws off some heat. Now, from what I hear, the oil is pumped. I don't remember if that threw off more heat or less. I watched a video on it.
Well, she didn't get the oilless.
No, she got the next level
the Premier,
up.
Right?
Yeah,
Lisa?
She got the next level up. But the oil is pumped. I can't remember if it ran hotter. Well, I think it was louder. Somebody said it was louder.
I thought it was quieter.
I don't remember. I think Retired
at 40.
I watched his video.
Yeah.
I remember looking at it and it was like, it was an expensive upgrade.
He's got really an excellent YouTube channel for anything freeze dried, and he's got a great Facebook page. You can literally search in there for whatever you want and find whatever you're doing, and they'll have the answers for it. It's a great group.
Oh, he even tried different alcohols. Yeah, he tried freeze drying. I don't know if it was wine.
Don't make friends. Don't make friends.
Uh-oh.
We don't need to make friends.
Now, he tried to freeze dry alcohol, and it's obviously the freezing point of alcohol is like negative 10 million, so it didn't really work. But he tried it, so because I was thinking about sending a couple beers through there, but that probably won't.
There was another YouTube channel. I think it was a Homestead channel. And they had stuff explode in the freeze dryer.
Oh yeah, they showed a picture, man.
Remember that?
Yeah, it looked like somebody put an M80 in there, the whole thing, all inside. I don't know what they put in there. I forgot. I was like, oh, geez, that's not good.
Okay, Lisa said she was going to get the oilless one, but had a heart attack at $1,600 just for that.
That pump.
Part.
Yeah, that's a big upgrade.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, you know what? I mean, Retired at 40, his channel's kind of big. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he can afford it. Hence the Retired at 40.
He has 3 freeze dryers.
Yeah, he's got 3 of them, but this dude doesn't really, well, kind of works. But he owns a bunch of rental properties, so he just collects rent checks. You know, he kind of put himself up and did a bunch of different investments in real estate. And then the last time the market went up, he sold everything, and then he hung on to a few for rentals. And I think that's what he does now. That and YouTube. So I mean, he's doing all right.
Hi, Heirloom Permaculture and Preparedness. How are you? Welcome to Blue Collar Homestead.
Our very first live ever.
I've never seen them before, so I'm gonna have to go check them out.
Awesome.
And then Don't encourage him, Lisa.
Oh, geez. Lisa's making friends with your brother?
That's very dangerous. Billy, I will tell them our conversation last night, okay?
Oh, geez. This is going to get ugly. I might have to leave.
So no one is anyone seeing any weird, wonky stuff in their area? Food shortages or?
We keep seeing that people are saying they got all these containers stacked up out by Walmart.
Yeah, Bushcraft.
Yeah.
Said that, and it was actually a very awkward, not awkward video, just kind of like, what's going on there?
You know, the part that I thought was hilarious about one of his videos was he apparently knows somebody that works at the port in Long Beach. Well, all the trucks that drive around in there apparently are all like robotic, like artificial intelligence, if you want to call it that. And apparently, what part of the problem was the trucks actually pulled a maximum overdrive, like the movie from the 80s where the trucks drive around and kill everybody. The trucks freaked out, started crashing into each other and everything. They couldn't shut them off. And apparently they had to jump on the trucks and unplug the power from all of them. The trucks freaked out. The robot trucks freaked out. That's what happened. So that was kind of interesting, but, you know, he's getting this from a guy who works there. You know, so it's kind of interesting, but, you know, and apparently the port in Savannah, I guess there's a port over there too, and they're saying that the containers that are stacked like 14 high. There's something crazy like that. There's like 80,000 containers or something crazy.
Lisa said no typical shortages per usual here due to tourism, but people are having trouble getting parts from overseas that are needed because it's stuck in the port.
You know,
yeah.
That's the thing. You know, actually, when we're done with this live, I got to order some parts for my truck. I don't want to do that before I can't get them or the price goes crazy. But that's the biggest problem too. I mean, your cars and your farm equipment stuff. That's stuff that you kind of need to work. And if you can't get parts for that, the whole country is going to come to a screaming stop. You know.
The cow emporium, they're in Canada. They said they're struggling getting parts and feed supplies. We've been seeing a decrease in feed supplies here too.
Yeah, well, chicken feed went up.
Chicken feed went up,
Yeah.
but even like the feed stores, their shelves are getting kind of skimpy too.
See, that's what I'm worried about. Now, the farmer behind us is a really good guy. I'm friends with him. He's an older dude. He's 83. I help him out sometimes. He helps me out sometimes. We have a good relationship. So, you know, if push comes to shove and I run out of hay, he already told me if I wanted to turn my goats out in his pasture, I can. He's got 92 acres back there, but problem is his fences are for cattle.
Yeah,
my goats would be able to squeeze through the fence, no problem. I'd probably never see him again. But I mean, I'm sure if push came to shove and I couldn't get hay, I'm sure I could fence off an area and, you know, let my goats roam around.
Those things squeeze through anything. They get in the duck house all the time, they're eating the food, and then they keep getting into the chicken coop because
you get their head stuck in the
through
fence.
A cattle panel hole.
Oh yeah, they're kind of like mice. I mean, if there's a little like hole that big, they're gonna squeeze in there.
Yeah, it's like they fucking
get through the hole. They get into a lot of stuff, but
yeah.
Now we're going to be putting them together soon to breed, which might work out pretty good because we got two separate pens, one for the boys and one for the girls. But we're going to throw them all on the girls' side, and then after they breed or whatever. But then they can all hang out together for about 4.5 months or so before you got to separate them again. And while that happens, I want to build another shack for the boys to live in. Right now they're living in a shack made out of pallets. It's just something I threw together. But
well, we were hoping to get that done before your surgery, but the date came up
sooner
than we expected.
The date for the surgery came up quick, and basically all summer lumber prices killed that.
But like we thought about it, and we're like, we're gonna turn the boys out with the girls soon, probably in the next month. So they can all kind of hang out until his arm is better and he can build something, and then by the time we have to separate the boys, we should have a new house. So it kind of worked out, kind of, but it is, it is what it is. Lisa said, what did she say? We're struggling. She said, of course, I don't shop much. Lead times are long for parts and production and supplies. Food shortages haven't been awful here. We buy online and pick up at store, and we try to value our time and avoid stores too.
Yeah.
I do the Walmart pickup, but I do it for stuff like snacky stuff like pears, like he likes pears and
Yeah, the dull ones
pretzels
in
and
the
stuff like
plastic
that.
can. If you're picking fresh produce, you got to go get it yourself because they'll give you whatever. They don't even look at it. If it's rotted, they'll throw it
Oh
in the
yeah,
cart.
I've got burned on that so
Yeah,
many times.
produce
I don't
and
even
beef.
buy produce now.
We don't buy beef or meat from Walmart at all.
No,
But if you
No.
do, go in there and pick it out yourself because they're not even going to look. They're just
No.
going to throw it in
But
the cart.
we also live near a Walmart where they really don't care about their jobs, and
No.
I've had so many issues with the Walmart that's closer to me than the Walmart that is a little further.
Yeah, the Walmart that's a little further it's like night and day. The one that's closest
Yeah.
to us is just destroyed. The one that's a little further away, it's nice and clean. The people are nice. It's just a way better experience to shop at. But,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's is what it is, I guess. Like anything else, you get one good one and one bad one. But
I mean, food shortages aren't terrible here. We're still getting food. I do go into the store and I see shelves are a little more empty than usual.
a little thin.
Yeah, thin but not barren. But like the Dollar General, like I said, it was like worse than when the pandemic hit, and then the toilet paper aisles were all bare. It's worse than that. Like this store looks like it's literally about to go out of business, kind of empty. And that's because mostly everything is on those cargo ships. I mean, even like he went to go get a birthday card for me.
Oh yeah, they're all
And there was
gone.
none.
The whole card section at Dollar General was gone.
Gone.
Gone. I mean,
It's
like it was never there.
It's the stuff that's kind of like, huh?
Yeah, so
why would that be empty?
for Trent's birthday card, we had to buy a little notebook, and me and Paige had to write in it, and then give her the notebook and say they didn't have any cards, so here you go.
Yeah, now I'm like, where's my Christmas or my birthday card?
Yeah.
When I need to write something down.
Now, being out of cards, I really don't mind, but there's other stuff that everybody kind of needs.
Yeah,
So,
and then even when your mom was here, she said milk up there. They're from the Chicagoland area. They said milk is about $1.99 there, and here it's like between $3.50 and $4.50, depending on what you buy. Either the Great Value brand or the Prairie Farms or
whatever, yeah.
Name brand, whatever. But
you know what is weird? Yeah, real estate down here is cheaper, but ever since we moved here, I've noticed a lot of stuff down here is more expensive.
yes.
I mean, when you go into Lowe's, a sheet of drywall is way more money down here in West Tennessee than it was in Northwest.
Yeah,
Northwest
before the
Southern
pandemic,
Chicago.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. It's like, now I think Lowe's is doing that because they're the only one around for 50 miles.
Yeah, they can do it.
Up north, I mean, you got Lowe's with the Menards down the street and a Lowe's across the street. I mean, they got competition. Over here, they don't really have that. So, and it seems like the Lowe's in this area is pretty much the dump for America. Anything that doesn't sell out in the rest of the country, send it over there. That's the only choice they have. Go buy it.
He hates the Lowe's.
I hate the Lowe's.
We'll actually travel to the one farther away because they have more options and actually better pricing.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny, but yeah, the Lowe's that's close to us, I'm just not happy with it. Like I said, the stuff that doesn't sell in the rest of the country, they ship it over here. There's not many choices. And lumber over there, oh my God, it's great if you're Noah and you're going to build an ark. I mean, but if you're building a house, I definitely wouldn't buy lumber from there. No. That's the kind of place you go in when you need 1 2x4. You usually got to pick through the pile and throw about 30 of them on the floor before you find a straight one.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty bad over there, but whatever.
Things are getting weird in the country. It seems like every hour it's something different. Between shortages and electronics and cars and lumber and this and that and gas prices going up and.
Well, that's why we're doing what we're doing. But, like I said, we're just going to sit back and do our thing. We'll sit back here, grow our animals, grow our food. I mean, hopefully the power stays on. But
I can do that with you. And Mr. Yogi Hollow said that he did that once. He ordered produce online through a pickup.
Came back all rotten.
He said they threw whatever in there. So
yeah, that's what I mean. If you're picking out produce, you've got to go look at it yourself. Like I said, these people that work in these jobs, a lot of them, might be high school kids or something. They just don't care, I guess. But
yeah,
so there's certain things you should definitely pick out yourself.
Yes. If you can't grow it, you definitely go in the store and buy it. Don't just rely on a 17-year-old kid to make that choice for you.
No, they're probably not all like that, but I'm sure there's a handful that are just like, yeah, lettuce. chuck it in the cart. Didn't even look at it.
You know, like I've ordered the bag of avocados, and literally all of them were rotten. Every single one in the bag was rotten. How do you not know when you put that in a bag that they're bad? Like everyone in common sense world knows that you should peel the fruit and whatever. Why would you put rotten avocados in the bag?
Because they don't care. They just grab the bag and chuck it in
But
the
these
cart.
people want $15 an hour or more.
You know what? Some of it might not actually be their fault.
Hi, Carpenter Self-Reliance. How are you?
Because some of them, I guarantee you what happens is that Walmart probably comes in and says, well, you got 47 items in the cart. It should take X amount of time for this 47 items. I guarantee you they're timing.
You know, I
what
asked the cashier
They
that.
probably are.
You know how Aldi does that? They
Yeah,
time their cashiers. The cashiers at Walmart don't get the time.
I'm not the cashier.
I know,
People
but I'm just
pick
saying,
them.
like,
Because when they pick up all them products to put in the cart when they're shopping, they scan each one. Every time they scan it, there's probably a timestamp on it.
Yeah.
You know, so they know that 47 items should take this long.
Yeah. Well.
So.
I don't agree with that. Just because now you're obviously they're going to lose their customer base if they keep that up.
Well, there has been times where Walmart has screwed up the order.
And it seems like they are, because did you guys see the line for the Homesteaders of America? Like, holy cow, I really think they had some kind of record turnout.
Yeah, I think they did.
Because the line alone to get into that place was obscene. You know, so that tells me that America is kind of waking up. And they're
doing the same thing
They're doing the same thing that we are, and that's good. I'd rather have them do that because we really believe in grow food, not wine. You know, and if people are starting to see the bigger picture, I'm sure the pandemic, woke up a lot of people.
Oh, it did. You couldn't get seeds for a while.
Yeah. Thank God. I ordered my seeds for next year already.
Yeah, we already
did.
Did
anybody else? Because I already did.
Yeah, we ordered our seeds. They came in the mail about 2 days ago. So
5,000 people went to the conference.
Oh, wow. Yeah, see, the year before, I don't think it was half that.
But I think that was during the pandemic, too, so they probably...
Well, last year they didn't have it. The year before.
They didn't have it last year?
No, I don't think they did last year.
Oh. But still, that's amazing. I mean, I really wish we could have made that conference, but Virginia's a little far for us right now.
Yeah, it's about a 12-hour drive or something.
Especially with his R&D messed up, and I can't stay in a car for very long, without hurting my neck, but...
I'll have to get us a fancy helicopter.
Oh.
Gary knows how to fly a helicopter. Really good.
Gary's, he played up too.
He can still fly a helicopter.
That's true. That's true. So, well, I don't know if we should end it here. No one's really asking any questions or anything. I don't want to take up everyone's time. I apologize for the technical difficulties.
Yeah, on the front. Yeah,
I'm new. I don't
you know what? We'll probably screw this up again next time. So
probably, but now I know what buttons to hit, because when you click on start streaming, you think the
camera would pop on, but it don't. Yeah, talk about weird. But now we got something in the works that we're going to come out with that I think everybody will like. I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet, but
yeah,
it involves.
It's a great idea.
Every other Homestead channel out there. Yeah. So it'll help me, or it'll help our channel, it'll help your channel.
And it's going to be really fun.
Yeah, it's
really
going to be
fun.
Something different that I haven't seen yet. So we got to put this together. So it might be a couple more weeks before we do that. But
we're going to roll it out, and we have some ideas to invite for the first go around.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting, but it'll be. I think it'll be entertaining.
Yeah, I think it'll be really fun. Oh, hold on. Oh, Daz!
Daz showed up. What's up, Daz?
Oh, Illinois Canary's here. Wow, you guys are late.
I get here and you run off? No, we're not running off yet.
I know, we don't have to run off. We're good.
I ain't running that fast.
I didn't want to, ramble on about the same thing that we've already covered. So, but we can hang out. It's all good.
Why to you?
Okay, Lisa, so I tried to, when I set up this live, it told me that I needed some kind of software encoder, video encoder, or something like that. So weird. I was working on it for days, and I don't know. I'm just.
You need mods too, guys.
I don't know how to do that.
We're new, man. We're trying to figure this out. I can't even. You know
I
what?
need lessons.
When you guys see me type on the other lives, I can't type with two hands. Now I only got one, so I'm just not a computer.
Next time we should get you, because right now we have two laptops.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to you on this one, and I'm typing over on this one.
Yeah.
I think we should do that next time so you can tag people.
I
You
got
can't do
one
it on your
hand.
phone. But you're getting this off tomorrow.
Just because
He's getting it off tomorrow.
I'm getting this off tomorrow doesn't mean I'm gonna learn how to type.
I know.
I don't work on computers.
Yes, it's healing up. He's still having a hard time though. He found that
I get this pain like right in here in my elbow.
Which is where it was before, but he's also getting like the tip of his elbow.
Yeah, it's really weird.
But then when he's walking around and he doesn't have the sling on, he's got to hold it up, and he said that hurts his elbow too. So he's still having a hard time. He's still having a hard time.
8 to 12 weeks for the elbow to get up, 6 to 8 for the hand. But the wrist hasn't really bugged me a whole lot. It's more the elbow than anything.
I didn't want to bug you, Lisa. I don't want to.
Oh, is Lisa going to give you a crash course?
No, well, she told me, she's like, you should have told me. I would have helped. I don't want to bother you guys, and I don't know. I feel like I should grab the bull by the horns and do it myself.
Well, there's a bull out in the field over there.
He's too big.
Yeah, he's got to be about 2,300 pounds.
I'm not going by that guy.
He's a big boy.
Let's see, who else is in here? Did I miss anybody?
I really have to go back there and
see,
look.
now, like, the chats are going crazy.
Oh, man, when you see some of these lives, the chat's moving so fast, I don't know how anybody keeps up with it.
Daz, I'm sorry. I did schedule it a couple days ago, but I really should have promoted it on Instagram, and I just haven't been on social media that much lately because I'm still, like...
We've been doing other stuff.
We've been kind of busy, and I'm not trying to use that as an excuse. So, please, stop. Okay.
Well, you know what? I think we'll try this again next week, too. So.
Yeah, I mean, see, that's the problem. I had such a hard time. You know how much of we freaked out when Aaron at Bramble Hill sent out their live, and we're like, oh my God, it's at the same time,
Then I started looking, and it
was an hour later, so we were going to tell everyone, okay, everyone from here go to Bramble Hill, but then she canceled. But everyone has a live every night, so I don't know when to do it that's best for us, but also better,
for now, I think we'll just stick with the Sunday at 7.
Does that work for you guys?
I think that works.
Sunday at 7 o'clock?
There's nobody else on right now. Every other day you go on, there's somebody's live, so I think we're just going to hold this spot, the Sunday at 7. So, I think that's what we're going to try and do. So,
I just jumped in there and don't speak first. Crash, I agree.
I like your attitude. How can you learn if you don't crash a few times?
You have. I know. I don't want to bother people.
Well, Daz is like the wizard when it comes to electronics. That's his thing.
Daz, you missed the whole first part of this conversation. We really raised you up here.
Yeah, we're not computer nerds. I mean, I wish I was.
Well, we said that, Daz, I think you have like 10 million screens in a room or something, and you watch all these. Oh, you should ask Daz.
Yeah, Daz is on here. Let's ask him. You know what? All the different homesteading channels we all watch, you are the only one that pops up into all the different ones from another country. How did you end up, Australia to watching American channels? Because, I mean, I'd like to see other stuff like, homesteads in Germany or Poland or Israel or other parts of the world. But when you type in homesteading stuff, because we're sitting in the middle of the U.S., that's all we get.
Yeah.
We don't, so, once in a while you'll run across a foreign thing on there, but it's not very often.
So I guess our question is, do you know anybody in any other countries, say Poland, Germany, or whatever, doing the homesteading thing like
and
what
is it
we
different?
are doing? And is it different?
Do they do anything different?
And do you have any channels that you would recommend? Because I would love to check their channels out too.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see. But I don't know. That's just one thing. And like I said,
sorry, we're just waiting for this.
You could be looking at like somebody in South Africa doing something.
I think it would be interesting.
Me too.
The whole point and Lisa's right, this community is amazing. They are so helpful. If you're feeling one thing and say, oh, hey, like the Blossom End Rot, beginning of this year, Lisa helped me with the Blossom End Rot. She told me how to handle it and where to go if she didn't have the answer. And we're all here to help each other, So I think it would be interesting to learn what other countries are doing to battle their homestead issues,
Yeah, I mean, they're all different. I mean, everybody's different parts of the world are going to do things differently. So, I mean, you never know.
I'm subscribed to 2 of those 3 results. The New Beginnings, I'll check them out. But I'm already subscribed to the Concord. We've been chatting back and forth on videos. But Flower Folk, I think we just subscribed to. And who did she interview the other night? Hilltop Garden?
Yeah.
We went and checked out her channel right after the live, and she's got an amazing channel.
Yeah, her channel's pretty good.
I hope she grows quickly, because she's got good content.
What else is going on there?
I don't know,
Anything
but I'm
crazy?
like boiling right now. I got some
Open the window.
more.
All right, she's gone. Now we can talk for real. Yeah,
Oh,
you gotta close the screen.
I think I gotta work with him if you want my brother.
Oh, yeah. Well, that happens, you know.
I know, all the time. He makes fun of me. You guys just don't know.
Oh, yeah. Two of them go back and forth. It gets comical real quick. You know,
Baby?
but what are you looking at?
I don't know. One of the characters that I found Baby, she was my first Australian trainer.
We'll have to check that out.
I don't know who. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, we'll have to check that one out. But yeah, I'd be interested to see how other parts of the world do.
I'm sure
Switzerland
he's
or
still here.
whatever.
I really know he's still here.
Who?
He's working in the background.
Who is?
My brother.
Oh, yeah, he probably is.
Lisa just asked if he was still here.
Yeah, he's probably floating around somewhere.
Okay, Dad's replied. He said, I'll get back to you. I have a few friends on the African continent with great channels in the UK. My brother's still here.
Oh, yeah. Well, that'd be interesting, Daz, if you could
Oh my God, I'm
send
sorry.
us that.
Hold on.
Uh-oh, what happened here?
Billy said he asked me a question and I missed it, and I have to go find it.
I think he just called you on the
I'm
phone.
not sure if I won.
Yeah, sure if you want.
Abe Froman.
Abe Froman? You gotta change your screen
Or
name to
Pablo Chacon.
Abe Froman?
Abe Froman.
Yeah,
Sausage King of Chicago.
Yeah, that would be good. Why don't you just go
I'm
with Jake
sorry.
or with Blues?
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed the question, brother. No, he's a good guy. We razz each other all the time. I'm, you know, my brother and I are pretty close. So, does that make you feel better, Billy? Making him feel all special. I know some people in exotic places like Canada.
I got a few friends up there too.
He
Canada.
actually used to go
Yeah, I used
up
to-
there all the time.
Yeah, I used to go to Ontario
Sounds like-
when I was a kid every summer for weeks on end.
Yeah, are you in close to Ontario? Annette?
Was it California?
Yeah. I believe she is. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I used to go to Ontario. We used to drive through Dryden and Vermilion Bay.
South Dakota isn't exotic enough. It would be for me. I've never been to anywhere new. The last new place I've been to was like Canada.
Yeah,
You know, like
Canada's nice.
we've never
beautiful
went
country.
west.
No.
Have you?
You know, we'll get exotic. We'll go south, maybe to Memphis.
No, we're not.
No, we're not going to Memphis.
They're on the west side of Alberta.
Okay.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, but when I used to go to Ontario, we loved that when we were kids. You know, I learned to fish up there, and it kind of wrecked me, man. 'Cause
It wrecked me too.
everywhere else I fish in the U.S., it doesn't compare.
No.
Unless you're saltwater fishing, that's a whole different game altogether. But
Yeah.
you go up there and you're catching, you know, massive walleyes and northerns and stuff.
Yeah, the fish is amazing. Actually,
Yeah.
we want to take a family trip up to Minnesota and
They rent houseboats up there.
do like a
so-
cabin and stuff like that. I don't know if that's a houseboat.
No, they rent a houseboat.
cabin and
On Rainy Lake, big lake.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, fishing around here, I mean, you got bluegills and bass and all that kind of stuff, catfish and whatnot, but it's just not the same. What do you say this time? He did what?
When the sun goes down.
Oh,
I
jeez.
said it wrong. We were singing that earlier.
You guys are
No
something else.
humidity, love in here.
I would not
Now
like
when
the
it's
winter.
snowing.
No. I was up
We
there.
came from
oh,
Chicago.
dude.
I don't want any more snow. We get some here, but not.
You know what? In
Not
the
like
middle of
Chicago.
January, when you're ice fishing up there and you pull a northern out of the ice, and that sucker's like a 2x4 in about 15 seconds. I mean, it's just it's too cold.
No, she's talking about South Dakota.
Oh, I thought you meant
Yeah,
Canada.
go to South Dakota. Yeah.
Too much snow. We don't like the snow, but you know what? It snows here once in a while, but it usually doesn't stick around long. And when it
Oh,
snows,
hey Matt, how are you?
oh, Matt's in there.
Yep,
What's up, Matt?
the Northern Pike and the Great Wide North. He said.
Oh yeah. Well, Matt was there with us.
Yeah,
Matt went with us.
It was a great
It was a
time.
good time. You
Great
know?
fishing, great food.
Yeah, it's a good time, but
Yeah,
yeah, the snow. It's just
he saw bears.
yeah.
Didn't you see a bear
Oh,
cub, Matt?
I've seen it all up there: bears, moose, wolves.
I didn't. I only saw the moose
Yeah.
graveyard.
No, well, maybe I've been there a million times
Well,
more
yeah,
than you,
I
but
went twice. But
Yeah.
it was beautiful up there. They had it was just a bunch of cabins on their own lake.
Yeah, in the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere, right up the railroad track. Sometimes you need, well, now you definitely need a plane to go
Yeah.
pontoon plane or something.
Yeah, float plane.
And then
we used to do that all the time when we were kids. My grandfather owned that place. You know, but oh, Dad's saying there, he's gonna drop. Oh, he can't drop links.
Yeah, I don't know how to make people moderate, Lisa.
We'll have to figure that out later.
I'm phoning a friend. How do I do moderators? Because
you know what? We're getting towards the end of this thing,
Yeah.
so maybe you guys can chit chat on Messenger or whatever and figure that out.
No, I don't know how.
You do the $1 fishing. What?
Where do you see that?
Look here, right there. Go to the city and do the $1 fishing. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me tell you something about what happened going to fishing in the city. Now, a friend of my dad's used to go down to Lake Michigan on the lakefront in Chicago, and they got these smelt fish that run in about April. And you throw out this net, and all the fish swim in there. Little guys, maybe 7, 8 inches long. Well, he went down to Belmont Harbor one day to throw a net out, and they run at night, so you're out there at night. They don't run during the day. But he goes down there, he's going to throw a net out. Well, there's a bunch of drunk people down there shooting at the ducks with a 9mm. So he packed up his stuff and left, which was probably a good idea. So, yeah, things get a little weird when you get done. Oh, what do you got?
I think I figured it out.
Oh, Trent figured it out.
I just made you moderator. I did it.
All right.
Go me.
You guys all behave yourself now. Lisa will throw you out.
I didn't have to go to my phone. I can click on these 3 little dots. All right, so Dad, you can put a link. You know what?
Did you make Dad a moderator?
I'm going to make her a moderator too.
Who?
Lisa.
Oh, yeah. So Lisa and Dad?
Yeah.
That works. Dad moderates for everybody. That guy is everywhere. You know, he's like the YouTube king, man. It doesn't matter where you look, Daz is there.
Yeah, I got your comment after I figured it out. Sidewalk fishing?
Yeah, sidewalk fishing. That's what it is.
Billy said such a wonderful smell at Belmont Harbor. No, it's not. I actually remember that.
No, we used to go to North Avenue Beach, and you had the sidewalk right next to the water. Yeah, we used to sit there, and you throw your net out, and you'd let your net sit there for an hour or so, and then you'd pull it in and get all the fish out. But yeah, that was actually a good time. Everybody's sitting there just hanging out. Usually had a fire, you know. But
oh, Simply Jan's here. Hi.
What's up, Jan?
Thank you for coming. I feel so special.
Well, it's Sunday. I hope she's all rested up from that luggage cart racing.
Oh, that was funny. She had so much fun, but you know what? It was great to see.
Everybody had fun. Man.
Everyone had fun,
yeah.
But it was great to see how much fun they had. You know, like usually, like we did that back in the day. You know, like cause trouble, and I think it was just good to see. So.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Okay, I got the link, Daz. I'll check the channel out.
Oh, Joy Bless Lifestyle. Hey,
oh, hi guys.
What's happening?
How are you?
How are you?
I've been actually was thinking about you guys today, Joy Bless Life. I haven't been on any of your lives recently. I'm so sorry.
Well, the dog's barking out there. Let me grab the dog and get him in here.
He's fine.
Oh, he's fine, you think? Well, hopefully he doesn't find that skunk he found the other night. Yeah.
No, it's a different. He'd have a different bark.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was Ruby Howell's live, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, we had to run out there and grab us. Oh my God! I opened the door. I smell a skunk.
And then
he's got to get in here now.
We thought we heard the chickens freaking out, so we had to go and make sure that the skunk wasn't trying to get the chickens and break in. Yeah. So, okay, I'll check that out too, Dan.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'd be interested to see other parts of the world and how they do things. You know?
Simply Jan said I had to take a long nap since the racist. I bet you did.
It happens to the best of us, man. I get the same way.
You know, you're lucky though. If it was me, I probably would have broken a leg or something, or ran into a car. That would be my luck.
Now, you know the funny thing is, after I saw her riding around on that luggage cart, the wheels started turning. So, you know, I need to find one of them old luggage carts and turn it into a go-kart.
Yes, he did. He did say that.
Yeah, I want to find one of those and turn it into a go-kart.
He wants to do that before the next Heartland Homesteaders Conference, so he could bring it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
so
thinking.
if we show up with that, Simply Jan, it's all yours.
Luggage rack go-kart.
Yeah.
Luggage cart go-kart. Hey, why not, man?
Oh, Joy Bless Life was in Mayberry, Mount Airy, North Carolina. Oh, that sounds fun.
Mayberry? Was Andy there?
I'm sure they didn't hear that one.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
I'm so happy you guys all came. Who's Loose Faucet?
What? At Loose
Did I
Faucet.
miss somebody? Mr. Yogi Hallelujah, you got me freaking out there.
Loose Faucet, huh?
It's got to be an inside thing, because
I don't know.
um,
That's interesting. Loose Faucet.
and my brother's name.
You know what? It's weird though, because everybody's got different screen names and whatnot. And sometimes people got these screen names that are just totally way out there, but you never know.
Is that why there's 8 viewers? Lisa said they have us on so many devices right now. What's the Loose Faucet? I'm confused.
I don't know. It's got to be some kind of joke or something.
I'm sure he's talking right now. I thought I was going to need to stand up to race, so being able to sit down was game changer.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Oh, that probably would have been a lot more dangerous if she
Oh,
was
yeah.
standing up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did anybody else see that night on the live?
No, that was.
When Simply Jan was. It was live.
Was it?
Yeah, it was live.
Oh, it was live.
And
Yeah.
Bonnie started doing
Their dance thing.
and then Simply Jan saw the luggage rack.
Yeah, they were all riding that thing around.
Yeah. Did anybody else see that? Because it was actually really funny seeing Jan ride the.
I think she took the cake on that one. She was there.
Yes.
She got the farthest.
And Tim will never let you down for that either. I'm the Loose Faucet. Simply Jan is my character I play on Shed Wars. I have no idea what Shed Wars is. I keep seeing.
Is that like Storage Wars?
I don't know what it is, but there's a lot of people participating in that.
Shed Wars. Huh?
Yeah, I know it has something to do with gardening, right?
Huh.
But apparently you guys don't watch Simply Jan.
You watch Jan Luggage Wars.
Oh, I don't watch Shed Wars stuff just because I don't know what it is. So.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Shed
Wars. Busted.
Yeah. Well.
Sorry, Jan. I don't really. There's so many Shed Wars videos. I feel like if I started late in the game, I probably wouldn't be.
Trying to get YouTube started more than I do.
I know the chicken hat.
The chicken hat.
I've seen the chicken hat. Simply Jan wore it on. She wears it on Shed Wars. It's a character she plays on Shed Wars.
Oh, okay.
Remember that time we were watching? She was live with somebody and she put it on.
Oh yeah.
I know the chicken hat. So see, I do watch it. Yeah, I remember that.
What's that?
She said she's supposedly my sister, but I don't claim her. Alter ego.
Oh, I see.
It's the new Star Wars movie. They fight on a garden planet. Are you serious? Like, I don't know if that's real or not.
Well, I don't know. Disney took over Star Wars, so God knows what's going to happen with that.
Oh, Lisa's moderating for another channel too at the same time. That is multitasking.
Oh, geez.
Rancho Magnolia, hello. Welcome.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, Lisa. You're all over the place, huh?
You know what though? Lisa is literally like the motherhood of homesteading. She really is.
All the channels that we watch, yeah, Lisa's involved. Well, there for all of them.
She's got the biggest heart. She reached out to me, and she does that with so many other channels, and she's just a woman.
I want to say she was actually our 100th subscriber.
Maybe we should send her a card.
Yeah, maybe.
I still have to order my stickers.
We haven't done that yet. We've been busy doing all kinds of other stuff. Getting my arm cut up and whatnot, but
with our company here and stuff like that, it's been crazy. So I need to order my stickers and get part of in that sticker swap thing.
Yeah, so
yeah, just kidding about the Star Wars.
Yeah, well, you never know. I don't really follow Star Wars a whole lot.
There's a lot of channels doing that Shed Wars thing.
I'll have to look into it. I have no idea what it is.
I don't know. Does it ever end? I mean, is there an ending to it? Like, I don't know.
Well, if this is anything like that Crazy Edge barbecue, I mean, we could find a shed.
Did he ever pick a winner for that?
No, I was looking at his channel earlier today.
No one voted for him.
He had like a live on there, but it was like really long, and I didn't have time to watch it. But I don't know if there was a thing for that or not. But we weren't really going for the win, but we were just kind of doing something to be different.
Oh, our very first video, she saw
our feedback?
Yeah, I call her Old Bessie.
Old Bessie. We're still going to use that this year.
Yeah, we are. We just planted our, I don't know if Lisa, I think she showed up after, but we just planted the greenhouse.
Yeah.
So
And then, Trin was like, well, maybe we could start our seeds in the greenhouse. I'm like, no, because we're going to start those seeds like the end of February, and hopefully there's still stuff growing in the greenhouse. So we're still going to use that rack again, but I think we're going to cut back a little bit on the tomatoes. Last year, I think we had like 134 tomato plants. I think we're just going to grow like 100 this year.
I was thinking
80 or 100.
Although this year, when I told you I ordered our seeds, you know how like you can have like a stuffed pepper to eat?
Oh yeah, this is cool.
I found a tomato that you can
hollow out.
Yeah, it's called stuffed tomato or something like that.
Yeah, that was from Baker Creek, right?
Yeah, it looks really good. I'm like, I gotta order this because I don't really do green peppers. I can do yellow and orange, but I can't do like even red is a little weird. The acidity or something bothers me. But the idea of stuffed tomatoes just sounds amazing.
It does. Well, you used to do that thing with the tomatoes with the fresh grated Parmesan and the garlic.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah, I just cut the top off the tomato, and then I kind of hollowed it out a little bit, and then I filled it with garlic and Parmesan and everything. And
fresh Parmesan.
And then I roasted it, and then just put it over pasta. It was really good. I should probably do that again. Maybe I should do it cooking. I've never done any cooking things much.
What do you mean?
Well, a lot of people do like cooking on their channel. Like Mr. Yogi Howell.
Well, we do a little bit. You know what? There's some stuff coming up where we're going to do some cooking and freeze drying. Like I said, we're going to start concentrating on freeze drying actual full meals.
Yeah.
Rather than just individual pieces. That way, you can cut open a bag and have a bag of spaghetti sauce ready to go. So we did all the little odds and ends, but now it's time to do full-on meals that you could just open the bag, add the water, heat it up, and eat.
Yeah.
So we're gonna.
Oh, thank you, Lisa. You're so sweet. She really is.
Yeah, we're gonna have to drive up to South Dakota one day.
I'd love to. I actually really would love to go out there.
Yeah. How far?
When they drive around, it really looks cool.
How far are you from Mount Rushmore?
I don't think she's far.
No.
Oh, tuna fish and a hollowed out tomato is awesome.
Who put that?
Simply Jim.
That sounds really good, but I just have this thing about tuna. I haven't eaten tuna since that power plant in Japan blew up and started leaking in the ocean. Now, that was, about 12 years ago?
Yeah, he was on a major.
I love tuna, but I haven't had it since that happened. I mean, it's just... I saw all this weird stuff with these fish with, all these sores and stuff on them, and everybody... Depends on who you watch. Of course, what do they do to fix the problem? They just raise the safe level up a notch. It's like, it doesn't work that way. I don't know if I should buy tuna and get a Geiger counter to make sure it's okay or what, but I haven't eaten tuna in probably, 11, 12 years.
Yes, well, yeah, Paige is 12, so
yeah.
12 years, about 12 years.
Yeah, it stinks too. I like tuna, but I haven't had it in a long time. What are you looking at there?
Well, it says we have so many watching, but I really do think that Yogi Harlow has us on probably 5 devices or something because this number doesn't match this number.
Well, you know what? This whole thing is kind of messed up. We had trouble even getting on here. I mean, we should be able to see all this on this computer. We should need 2 computers to do this, but...
Lisa said they're super close, but you'll just have to come out to find out. Collaboration video?
Oh, boy.
I'm game.
Well, you're kind of a drive from us, so we need to make sure that the world hasn't gone absolutely insane before we leave our home.
And we have someone to watch our critters.
Yeah, and somebody to watch the critters.
And even that we're going to have a hard time with because we usually, we're supposed to go to see his family for Thanksgiving. And our ducks are in a small little area, and it's hard to get their food and water out, and I hate to put that on my neighbors. They have to crouch down and get food and water out.
Yeah, we don't have a full-size shed for them. They honestly live in a cube. It's 4 foot by 4 foot, 4 feet tall. It's got a door on it. So to get in there, you got to, I use a golf club. I stick the golf club in there to pick up the whole thing and get it out. But golf club works for a lot of different things. I use it for a fire poker. I use it to pick up the waters and the feeders and all that, so I've got to bend over.
Yeah, Illinois Canero asked us about that, and he's leaving, so bye, Jason.
Bye. But yeah, we use the golf club for a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, I think we have 3 laying around the backyard.
Yeah, now if you're going to use a golf club, don't get the fiberglass or aluminum. They got to be old steel ones. You could usually find somebody throwing them out.
We use that for a fire poker.
Yeah, we used it for the fire too to move logs around and stuff. But
Yeah.
you got to use the old steel ones, you know.
We got to use what's laying around, right? I mean, that's
Well,
part of homesteading.
You can't use the aluminum ones because they're not that strong, and you can't use the fiberglass ones because they melt. Fiberglass or plastic or whatever. I don't play golf, so I don't really care. But
Mahi is so good. I have not had mahi in a long time because around here you can't get anything but catfish.
Do you know what would happen if you asked the people around here for that?
They wouldn't even know what it is.
They'd look at you like you got a third arm growing out of your nostril.
Yeah.
You know, just
and
they don't.
I'm really weird. Well, he made me that way, but I'm really weird when it comes to fish now. Like I can't just buy a frozen chunk of fish and eat it. I prefer to like get it fresh from a fish market or catch it myself.
Yeah, I mean, most of the fish I've eaten is usually stuff I caught and it never went to the freezer. So.
But mahi and a tomato like that does sound really good.
Yeah, it does. But we need to go to Florida to get some. But when we lived in Florida for a little while, that was really cool because they had a fish market of any fish you wanted that was caught that day. So you just go in there about 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and say, yeah, this was caught this morning. This is what it is, and you buy it and take it home and throw it on the grill or do whatever you're going to do with it. You know? What are you shaking your head for?
Simply Jan asked us if we have our where'd it go? Where'd it go?
I don't know what it looked like.
Oh, do y'all have your subs and hours yet? No, our hours are really, really small, and our subs are.
Oh, we're on 250 or something like that.
Yeah, we're about 250 subs, and our hours are.
I don't know.
I don't even think we're at 500 watch hours yet.
I thought we were.
I don't think so.
I don't remember, but.
So.
You know, it is what it is. You know, if our channel blows up and goes somewhere, great. If it doesn't, then hey, we're having fun. We got some home videos that'll be out there.
You know what though? Even if it doesn't work out, we've met some amazing people. You know that I would consider friends for the rest of our lives. I mean, that's what's so nice about this community is the friends you make along the way.
You know, it kind of reminds me of we went to that picnic up there in Kentucky. Everybody's super nice. Everybody gets along. Yeah. Everybody has a good time.
Yeah.
There's no complaining. There's no whining. You know what? You know what other group of people is just like that? When you go to a gun show. It's the same thing. Everybody in there is super nice. It is. It's the same thing, but different group of people. Everybody talks about that subject.
Well, that's because there's a common interest.
Yeah. So I mean, it's the same. How do you put?
If you have conflicting interests, that's where the fighting and drama starts.
Wow. When you're in a gun show, everybody there is into the same thing, like you said. So there's not really any conflict of any sort, except for between the AK and the AR guys. But even they get along,
All right, moving right along.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you, Lisa. I sure hope so. So, well, I think we covered everything. So we're probably going to hang it up here. It's been almost an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think
a few minutes for our technical difficulties.
We're going to hang it up, but I think we're going to just hang on to this time slot and do Sunday at 7.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are okay with that, we'd love to continue to do this,
And like I said, we got something coming up that we're planning to put together that's really going to be cool. It's going to be hilarious.
Yeah.
So, but it's going to involve all you other channels too.
It literally is going to help, not just us, but everyone. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be a riot. Like, there's going to be a lot of laughs and a lot of fun.
Well, not only that, but it'll be informational,
you might educational at the same time.
Yeah, you might actually learn something from it, or we might learn something from it too. So
so
it'll be interesting. We haven't put it all together and worked out all the details yet, but we're working on it. I would say within the next couple weeks.
Hopefully, let's just say because it's like mid-October, so let's just say hopefully by Christmas.
Yeah, or maybe even by.
Or maybe we can roll it out just after New Year.
Or I think we can do it quicker than that. I was thinking maybe after Thanksgiving.
We got holidays coming up. People might be busy with that.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll figure it out. But I know you guys are like on the edge of your seats. Like, what's going on? But I really think you guys are gonna.
We're not telling nobody.
No.
We just have to wait to hear from us.
But it's really a good idea, and I think you guys you're really gonna have fun with it. So and I hope you guys do. I hope we're not building it up and it's a flop. You don't know till you try. Yeah. I really thought this live was going to be a flop, but I think it went better than I expected. So, yay.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so.
All right, well, I think we're going to wrap it up.
All right, well, keep this time slot for next week. We will be at the same time, same place. Different clothing, hopefully.
Different subjects.
Different subjects,
yeah. We'll talk about something else next time, but That's what we got.
Oh, there was some cars in here. Talking in. Oh, I'm sorry. I know. Every time we say we're gonna hang it up, then more people come in, and then I've been in that situation before. I'm like, was it something I said?
No. No, but I think we are going to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Though,
So thanks, guys, for coming.
Thanks,
We
thanks
really
for showing
appreciate
up.
all your support, and we hope you guys. Well, I don't know what else. I don't know. I suck at goodbyes.
Nobody wants to say goodbye, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
We can't sit down here all night. I guess we could, but
We could take a catchphrase and learn it there.
oh, you could do that.
Yeah.
We are living the dream, and I hope you are too.
Yes, we are. All
All
right,
right,
guys.
we're
Take
out.
care.